House Nation, House Nation, House Nation, House Nation, House Nation.
Some hip house music. Don't you want some hip house music? 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 Hip house is the new style that I created all around the world and devastated. You might wonder why I'm number one, cause I'm a writer, not a biter, my son, so let's go, yo. House music, then scream, oh yeah, if you choose it. Let the bass roll, don't lose it. If it's not my song, then refuse it. Cause I'm here to rock the mic on time. Cause it took some time to write this rhyme. But nevertheless, true fuzz, I'm finished. Yo, and now you're gonna get it.
Here at Bovingdon Raceway. First event of the afternoon. Who is it rounding the first curve? Well, it's the 84 car of Jack Ansell, son of a famous banger driver, of course. And Jack Ansell is certainly lighting up this Bovingdon Raceway here for us this afternoon. Through he comes to complete the first of 6 laps for the Ninjas. The number 7 cart, there he's chasing, that's Jack Shepherd. And the 2 faster carts from the back of the pack, Scott Russell in cart 3, and the number 4 machine of Jack Norman. Well, they've got a hell of a job of catching up to do over the remaining 4.5 laps. But here he comes through now to complete the second lap of the race, going very, very strongly. Indeed, is Jack Ansell in the 84 car. It will be 3 laps to go, of course. Next time through, Mr. Starter. And number 7 begins to drop back. Will he fall into the clutches of cart number 3, Scott Russell? And Scott certainly got his pedal to the metal. We shall see. Number 4 begins to pull back a tad. So will this be the way the race develops? I think we might have a tussle on our hands for second and third places. Maybe our handicapping was just a tad too much here for the more experienced drivers this afternoon. We shall see how they go, and we'll make amendments to the handicapping system when they come out for their second event of the day. But for the moment at least, it's Jack Ansell peeling off another lap with a couple of laps to go. Number 7, quite strong, Jack Shepherd in second place. You can see just how difficult it is for the youngsters to keep these carts in a straight line. The steering on them bounce around very, very strongly indeed, and these youngsters do have to summon up a degree of strength to keep these carts flowing. But into the last lap now goes Jack Ansell in that 84 car, followed through them by Jack Shepherd. 3 Jacks out there racing. It's Scott Russell in position number 3 in the 3 cart, and the final of the trio of Jacks, Jack Norman in that number 4 machine. But the checker flag is ready, and here it is now, going out for the 84 car, and the win for Jack Ansell in cart 84. Through comes, I don't think there's going to be a change on that second place, so through comes Jack Shepherd to take the decision in second place. Scott Russell is third. And we're away. It's 107 challenging on the inside, has to give way though. It's 143. Leads them away. Daniel Rose into the first straight goes Daniel. And 544, the man with the chasing job, and it's that little lady in that second purple coloured car there. It's Sarah Taylor, who's got the chasing brief for Daniel Rose's leading car. So as a spin there for the reigning half. Oh goodness, we've keep an eye on that situation down there on the Bovingdon turn, and Adam O'Dell is the man in trouble in the 171 machine there. But I think we will go red. No, we will stay as we are. Just in the nick of time then, Adam O'Dell got the car to safety as the rest went roaring by, and it's still 143 out there in the lift. That's Daniel Rose from our lady driver in that 544 car, Sarah Taylor. Sarah actually begins now to draw her way in on the lead car. I don't know if she'll use the metalwork on the front end of the car, which of course she's entitled to do in mini stocks racing, to dislodge our leading driver. No, she opts to go out around the outside, but there's another very, very quick car coming up now in the shape of 172 Bryson Walker, and around goes, and a flattened tyre there for Daniel Rose to boot. So unfortunately I think that will be the end of racing for Daniel with the flat tyre, rear flat tyre there on the 143 machine. So unfortunately a retirement for him. 124 is also a retirement for Oliver Skeels. And Sarah, oh goodness, Sarah turns sideways there. And the black cross for car 164 there, Mr. Starker. So that's a very strong attack. 164 earns our driver the black cross, and Sarah's got problems here with the gearbox in the 544 car. As long as the other cars coming through that Bovingdon turn are able to see her, we can continue racing. We've got the car well marshalled here in front of the staff control, but it's that reverse gear is finding it very, very difficult to find for Sarah. For whatever reason, the car may have a problem on reverse gear. And we will go a waved yellow, Mr. Starler. We will go a waved yellow for the safety of Sarah Taylor. It's 172 is so car 172 is the if we can just keep the cars in this running order. So car 172 is our leading driver, coming through very strongly, I have to say, was Bryson Walker there. And 107 now gets in front of the pace car, and that is correct now for the cars to keep it coming. 172 will lead them away from 164 in second place. 164 actually, I'm told, is a lap down. So it's the 172 car with the wobbly inside front wheel there, on offside front wheel. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. I suspect it may just be a bent wheel. So 172, Bryson Walker certainly will be leading them away for from behind the Speedworth pace car. I do believe, Mr. Starter, we can go this time, and so we'll be prepared for that. And all the cars now slotted into their relative positions. Just 2 retirements from this race as we go into lap number 9 with the restart. The Speedworth Motorsport pace car goes, and a Black Cross 161, Mr. Starter, and it will be 5 to go for car 172 next time through for Bryce Walker. There's 172 who leads with a very, very quick 173, 161 with a Black Cross against him. He's coming through also very, very strongly indeed. That's Billy Smith. And 173 now challenges for the lead on the inside and takes that lead away. Jack Harrington, it is with a very, very quick car, having a real tangle with the 172 car. 172 gets pushed aside as 161 goes through as well. It's a 5-lap dash now for the finish. And just that, in fact, 4 laps to go, 3.5 as we speak. It's 171 who leads from 161, 172 now relegated to 3rd position. Jack Harrington then pulls off another lap. 3 laps to go for him this time round. 3 laps to go as well for the 161 machine of Billy Smith, who's challenging and gets the front bumper in as they leave the pits bend there. That front bumper's got some work to do though to dislodge his fine driver Jack Harrington, who's won a lot of races here at Bovingdon, and so has John Smith come to that. So it's neck and neck as they go round the pits bend, and once again in goes the front bumper with a lap and a half to go. Who's it going to be? 173 or 161? This is coming down to a very, very... So it's Billy Smith, I'm told. I'm calling him John Smith, but it is indeed Billy Smith. My apologies to him. And 173 leads from 161. And there goes Billy Smith with a big challenge. 173 goes wide. It's going to be neck and neck as they come up behind it. And 161 by an inch takes the... but it is a Black Cross situation for Billy Smith. And we will have them coming through, Mr. Starter. Keep them coming, if you will, as 161 just made it over the line in front of 173. But through they go once again. We can go to red now, Mr. Starter. And we will be back with the official result for you very, very shortly. Race leader, boys and girls, Billy Smith. They go then. What a stunning array of cars, all the different stock cars that you may well have seen over 10, 15, 20, 25 years of racing with Speedworth. But it's 242 who leads them through, and a spinner there for the 525, the old MG Magnique body shell. Nice to see those. And one of the strongest competitors, a retirement for the 157 car on Dale Drive. We're back to the front of the race, and it's 242. A screw that has been called Dina out there in the hands of Pete Longfield. And doing a bit of misfire as he came up the home straight there, but going very, very strongly indeed. The old Mark II body shell for the full Dina there on that 242 car. Pete Longfield then, better known to some as a super stocks driver, now of course in the V8 division. Pete Longfield very, very happy with his newfound hobby of racing historic saloon stock cars as well. Giving chases to 53 car, the 105E Anglia body shell car from Mervyn Lockwood. And Mervyn has been in this formula ever since it started off. Certainly a very potent contender. Oh, and the old MG has a spin there right in front of our leader. But 348 gets himself to the safety of the outfield, and as 242 goes through and straight on. And the Brat Basher himself in 510. What a great favourite of so many people when he was driving the bangers. Always shows the big jags, the big stuff. But Gordon Coleman in his Mark Long Cortina, I think that is. And in the 510 goes through into third place. So it's the red cars in first and third positions. 242 your leader, 53 in second, and 510 there in third place. 163 recovers with the infield and makes his way back up. There's another MG Magnet going through and peeling off another lap. That will bring on 8 cars to the Henfield. But through go the rest, there's still Pete Bromfield in 242, looking very, very strong here this afternoon. 53, it will be 5 next time through, Mr. Starter. And 53 beginning to make his motor. And there's a back marker in the waved yellows, Mr. Starter. Waved yellows, we have oil on the track. A wheel on the track, we have a wheel on the track. So 242 and... So 242, the driver not yet spotted, I don't think, the fact that we are under a waved yellow flag situation. And if we could get Nick Egan, the pace car driver, to overtake the 242 car, then we will be in our correct racing positions to reinstate the race once that wheel is removed from the track. It's a fact of life. Unfortunately, health and safety, we're not allowed stray wheels out on the raceway. And there we go. That's it, Pete. Through you go now. And we'll have one more lap, Mr. Starter, and then we will be under green flag situation once again. The 163 car is in fact a lap down. That's Mark Tejadi. And 53 is actually the car lying in second place. This, of course, will have closed the cars up and robbed Pete Bromfield of that rather impressive lead that he was able to put up. But 242 Pete Bromfield is the man who will take them away, and 53 is the car in second place. 510 is third. So that's the cars, actually the red car, the blue car, and the other red car are your first, second, and third cars. Coming through for the restart then, this time with 8 laps gone out of 13. It will be 5 laps to go next time, 4 laps to go in fact next time through, Mr. Starter. So then 242 got a burst of speed there, certainly did that very, very well indeed. One of the most experienced drivers out there today is Pete Bromfield. As I say, he was a well-known figure in Superstocks racing, now races in the big V8 stock car division, and also found a very interesting hobby just to take up those dark winter nights for the historic saloon stock cars. But as you can see, this time we will just have 3 laps to go. And a right old ding-dong going on between a back marker and our second place car, the Anglia 105E car. They're racing in second position at the moment. Challenge, but has been laid aside for the moment at least by the back marker in the 24 car, the big Triumph 2000. And away he goes, but 2 laps to go. Oh, and 24 is gone away now, and it's a straight dice between 510 and 63 for second place. But no such problems for our race leader, who once again has clear water between himself and the second and third places. 510 then gets the battle, best of that battle for second place, although 53 is coming back at him now. He certainly hasn't given up the chase yet. And 510 is in second place with 242. The Bovingdon bends for the last time. The checkered flag is ready. It's going to be a win for Pete Bromfield in 242. Takes that win, and in second place it's 510 Gordon 53 is third, and the rest come through. We will have a few more places coming through, please, if you will, Mr. Starter. What time numerically? 242, 510, 53, 173, 2. and 41 Lisa Kerry involved in that. Also Dave Pike in 454 there, finds himself in the Armco. Hope Dave is okay. He's scrambling from the car as we speak. Doesn't look 454, then we keep an eye open for Dave Pike, who's certainly had a very heavy coming together with the Armco. I think he's okay. He's more concerned about the car, I think, than himself. A suspended tow then will be the order of the day for Dave Pike's car by the look of things, and we are under a waved yellow flag at the moment, which means the race will proceed behind the Speedwork pace car. Nick Egan, your pace car driver this afternoon, and it's 279 who finds himself unexpectedly perhaps back in the lead of this one. So Phil Proctor goes through, and retirements unfortunately then for our lady driver in the 41 car involved in that incident there, Lisa Kerry, and also a non-starter in the shape of the 95 car of Johnny Saunders out there in the centre of the track. Unfortunately our British champion Dave Pike in 454 will find himself a retirement from this one. Glad to say though that Dave was out of the car and uninjured, but not too happy about the state of the car, I suspect. Whether or not he'll be able to repair that one in the pits and take... Racing once again now. Make problems for our front runners. 116. Raceway and relegates the 58 car of Luke Hamilton to fourth place. Hamilton tries to hang on very strongly indeed as the cars come over the line for the very last time. It's still not leading. We've got the position just down behind though, as there's bound to be changes from that 58-51. And here we come now, the checkered flag was out, and John Smith takes the win from the 21 car in second place. And Sean Smith in third position then. Through goes the 60 car of Ben Bargeron and the others. There's no three-lap rule, so these guys will be getting stuck straight in, and certainly cars all over the raceway. They're really going for it here on this dry raceway this afternoon at Bovingdon, and I wouldn't really like to be lap for this one, but over my shoulder I see that it is in fact car number 30, the lead, and a black cross for 527, Mr. Starter, 527. The first black cross of the afternoon. 412, Harold Swallow is a retirement, it's a black tyre. So 104 gets cast aside there by 728. We wait for the leaders to come through there. And a black cross for car 104, Mr. Starter. For continuous use of the safety area. Nice and concise from our driver of the course. Now he's getting bashed around anyway down there on the big bend as 828 does a spin around and gets back into it. So Harold Swallow, unfortunately for him, is the 697, a black cross for him if you will, Mr. Starter. So 569 retakes the raceway, 729 goes racing through. That's our start from a lead car that's just been spun around here on the home straight. But he's got away with that, and the car's done a 360 and it still leads. And that's the track champion just being spun out of the way by the number 30 car, and that's Peter Stevens then getting a helping hand as he came through the corner, and 729 tries to demolish the infield as he goes round. We've got another spinner there on the exit to the pit lane. Hopefully he'll get going again. Pete Stevens is back out, and 30 is still the race leader, Darren Frost. 486 is in second place. That's Robert Pooley, and a black cross for 258, if you will, Mr. Starter. That's the man in third place. It's Olgo again. Wayne Turner. And 30 still leads the race instead of that 360-degree pirouette he did there on the pits bend, but he's still there. And Darren Frost is still the race leader for the Hellraisers team, the all in black cars. So he's a long way in front as well from our second place driver, who is coming through the all-white car of the 486 livery, Robert Pooley. That's team Why Not. So there he goes now in second place as the rest go racing by. It's 15 laps of racing and we've had just around 8. So we're just over the halfway mark. And once again on the back straight, the leader has been spun. He's going backwards now, needs to get the car going forward. And 486 takes it up, and 729, goodness me, mounts the infield. It will be 5 next time for our race leader in the white car, Mr. Starter. 486 directly opposite us now. So 486 is the race leader from 30 in second place. He's certainly had an eventful race as Darren Frost in that number 30 car. He's led it for a long way, but he's been spun a couple of times and he's desperately now trying to get back on track. with the 486 car that leads the race. The all-white car leads from the all-black car. 486 from car 30. And a black flag for 527, Mr. Starter. So before they go again, and it's 440, who still cruises by 258 now. Also right there as well, 30 spins another car out of his way, and he's coming up very, very strong and very close now to our race leader. Through 728, a black flag, but through goes our race leader, 486. Who's right now accelerates up the back markers through very closely now. As they're coming together, we'll run at 30. He's beginning to close in on the tail end of 486. This is coming up very, very close now with a couple of laps to go. It's still the 486 car of Robert Pooley, the Hayes man from Team Why Not, who's leading Darren Frost from the Hellraisers team. The all-white car just entering the fast lane now from the all-black car. Oh, and it's Frost who's back in front again. Darren Frost now takes it up in car number 30, relegating 486 to second place. Robert Pooley now coming through in second, but a black flag for 625, Mr. Starter. 711 goes racing by. And first and second once again are right together now as a 486. This is, oh, and 30, the lead car is taken off by Bobby Pooley in 486. Here comes Pooley now. It's going to be a win for the team, why not? There he goes, it's a checker flag for 486. His second place is 711 for the Hellraisers and 30 in third for the Hellraisers. Keep them coming though, if you will, Mr. Starter. We do need some more finishes for the points in this four-race team competition. Goodness me, what a race this has been. And we will go red now, Mr. Starter, please. And our race winner, that goodness me, that was exciting. Robert Pooley in car 4. Car, and the Hayes man for Team Why Not comes through for maximum points. There he is now. Three around the outside as well of the number 4 cart. And a bit of a slow start, unfortunately, for Jack Norman. He's got it all together now, though. The car's going a lot better. He's on the inside and holding that inside very well. This is a much better race with the 84 car is right out in front, but 3 around the outside. 7 hits the rumble strips, and that's going to slow him down. And the 4's back in contention. Jack Norman is out there and going strongly, while 3 goes right around the outside, goodness me, and tucks in. That was a good bit of driving then from young Scott Russell, and it's the 3 Jacks versus Scott Russell and Jack Ansell back through on the inside. This is exciting stuff, and once again the rumble strips for the number 7. 3 laps this time, Mr. Starter, for these cars, and once again it's the rumble strips that get under the wheels of Jack Shepherd's car and slow him down. But it's Jack Ansell who leads this one now in 84, Scott Russell just behind, and certainly at this stage of proceedings one can't discount Jack Norman in the number 4 car, but it's Ansell looking good, Jack Ansell, and problems then for Jack Norman in the number 4 car, which promotes the number 7 machine of Jack Shepherd into 3rd place. But a couple of laps to go then for the 84 car of young Jack Ansell. And so just another couple of laps to go for these youngsters now. It's 84 Jack Ansell who will be taking the last lap forward this time as he comes through. And it's still being chased all the way by Scott Russell, but not a lot I don't think young Scott can do about this now. He's just going to have to watch the tail end of Jack Ansell as he goes through and almost clips those rumble strips once again. But it's Jack Ansell who's really got to grips with his racing this afternoon, and Here he comes now to take that checkered flag. He worked his way through the pack very nicely, and it's a win for Jack Ansell. Second man home was Scott Russell in that number 3 car, and we're still... Once again, they roar into action as the 107 car is turned aside there as he tried to cut in on the 143 machine. Billy Beanerhan unfortunately ended up looking at the inside of the track, but he's got the car going again and wound up, albeit at the back of the pack. So 143 race leader Daniel Rose is certainly nipping round at a great rate of knots, this time followed through by the 138 car. 318 car, I should say, that's why he's not on my list. It's our lady driver, Emma Powell, in that 138 machine. Oh goodness, that was a very heavy one there for a mini stocks. And she's got the car going. It was a very, very heavy thump into the Armco, but it will be a black flag for that car, Mr. Starter, if he comes round again, because you've got a puncher. I think she's realised it. She's pulling into the centre green. So 143 then, a race leader by quite a good length at the moment in that machine. Daniel Rose in second place. It's 164 coming through quite strongly, and that's Bradley Wainwright in the green and red coloured car. Looking good, and then a real cotchel of cars all fighting it out for that third place. And 161, very, very noticeable right there again, and that is indeed Billy Smith in that car going well, and he's chased this time by car 173 Jack Harrington. So as we get into about the 1/3 of the race stage, is still a white graded leader, 143, who's still right there, Daniel Rose, and in clear water at the moment from the 164 car, who is likewise out on his own, Bradley Wainwright. But these cars are catching at a great rate of knots now, as through comes 133, Robert Gamble, the Epicet driver, who's certainly got his eyes on the front of the race there, and 161, Billy Smith, looking very, very quick, and it is absolutely as though Jack Harrington is glued to the back of the car, and certainly all some heavy hits there going in, and 124 finds his way to the safety of the infield. Well done to that young man, and got himself out of trouble very well there. That was Oliver Skeel. So he's back in the race. Well done indeed to him. So the rest go racing by, and first, second and third now are all together. And goodness me, look at this as they go into the Bovingdon turn. It's 133 who comes out best though. It's young Spud in 133. Robert Gamble with 5 laps to go next time through. Mr. Starter, 133, your race leader from 161 now, who's taking over second place. 164 though, hanging on gamely around the outside. 173 really pushing hard as they go into that Bovingdon turn, and it's Harrington. Harrington's certainly done himself a bit of good there, and Jack Harrington is through into second place. These three having a real old dice up, 173, 164 and 161 for that second place, and through on the inside into third then goes Billy Smith. But the rest go racing by as it's 133, young Robert Gamble, who's certainly got this one very, very much in his grasp at the moment. 133, your race leader, from 173 in second place. 1 or 2 back markers begin to loom up now, but it's Spud, 133, Robert Gamble, who leads from Jack Harrington in 173, and then Billy Smith in third position in the 161 car. Are there going to be any changes as we go into the last couple of laps of racing now? 133, 173 begins to catch up noticeably on this lap, and the 161 car still having his own private battle here with some of the back markers, but it's 1, 2 and 3 now in ever closer proximity. We're a lap and a half of racing to go. 133 leads the race from Jack Harrington in 173 in second. Robert Gamble then comes over with a 1 lap board showing in front of him. Goodness me, could it be closer than this at the front? 133 from 173. A back marker intervenes in the shape of 199. Surely the metalwork will go in on the Bovingdon turn. He's pushed wide, and Gamble is pushed wide but keeps the momentum going. But it's Jack Harrington, Snooty Jr., who comes over to take the race win. 173 from a very, very good Robert Gamble there in second place. Just got edged out over the last couple of corners. We will go red now, Mr. Starter. Off in a frenzy they go. It's 199, the blue line. 105E Anglia, probably one of the smallest cars out there that leads them through. And Andrew Dodge, the High Wycombe-based driver, out on the outside of the raceway. 348, trying to make his way through on the inside in the MG Magnique. He's right there, but lots of blue smoke emanating from the tail end. Oh, and it's a spin round for the Magnique of 348. That's Bobby Davis Sr. there, having a bit of a spin, and 157 gets caught up in that. And unfortunately, that's a flattened tyre, and we'll keep an eye on the 157 car, which seems to be disabled there on the exit of the pits bed. So 137, your race leader, finds his way round the outside. 24 though this time round, looks very, very strong indeed. Ian Mallion. So for the moment though, it's Phil Chapman who leads the race from Ian Mallion in the big Triumph 2 litre. 157 then going to get a helpful shove off the oh goodness me, it's all happened, it's all gone wrong. But hopefully getting a helpful shove off the track from the 348 car. 163 then takes a spin but gets himself back down the right way. We will have waved yellows, Mr. Starter, waved yellows please. And 24 is the race leader. So we will go to race waved yellow situation. The 157 car, Dale Tribe, will resume in the leadership of the race. That's Ian Mallion, car 24, your race leader. And such very, very quick cars coming up in there. Big 2-litre Triumph is your race leader. Paulo, very, very swift in that Mark 1 Cortina. Remember, he was very much into the round goes the 24 car, and this time it's 163 and 510, both wrestling for that leadership position, and 510 goes out wide. 163 is a lap down, but he's certainly giving Gordon Cool some problems out there in that in the leadership of the race. 510 then Gordon Cool comes through this time, pulls off another lap with 5 to go next time through. Mr. Starter. The 173 Triumph of David Forrest is the only non-Mark 1 Cortina out of the top 4 at the moment. Car 163 is a lap down, but it's Gordon Cool in 510 who leads this one from in second place, the 242 car of Pete Blomfield. Then it's 137 behind these, but being overtaken at the moment as we speak by the powerful Triumph 2 litre of the 173 driver David Forrest. So David Forrest then not quite able to make that overtaking manoeuvre this time through. He completes it as they go through the pits bend, but once again 137 pops out and takes the place away once again on the outside. But it's 3 laps to go this time for Gordon 2, who leads them through. 163 is a lap down. It's 5:10 that leads from 242, and then an absolutely do-or-die race going on here. Now for third place between 173, 53 and 137. The 105E Anglia certainly got the big 2-litre Triumph, but he's good. A 137 sneaks back through on the inside. This is really interesting stuff now. A 137 and 173 and 53. All battle for the... Oh, and there's a tyre gone on the 137 car of Phil Chapman. That was hard lines then for Phil Chapman, and the 201 then goes around spinning sideways. That's James Elliker driving that one, but the checker flag is being unfurled now for Gordon Cool in the Mark 1 Cortina, the red Cortina. Gordon Cool takes the race, winning 5:10. In second place it's the 242 machine of Pete Blomfield, and in third place it's 173, and that's David Forrest. We'll go red, red, red. They go, and there's always a spin right up front for the number 6 car, Steve Terry. Also involved in that is Andrew Gould in the number 9 car. We'll keep a close eye on those two. They both get away, so all is well. Back at the front of the race in 27, Darren Cornwall, who leads his race, but he himself goes wide and spins on the Bovingdon turn. He's back to the safety of the infield now, and it's 279 who takes it up. That's Bill Proctor. I think there might be some stuff out there. One of these cars is very, very wide on the exits to the corners. We'll keep an eye out, but for the moment at least, it's 279 Bill Proctor that leads. From 393, Dean Hammerstone, and coming up very strong once again, it's John Stevens, running Sam. Oh, yeah, he's taking a 21 car. So 393, Dean Hammerstone is the new leader for this one. Dean Hammerstone certainly wins a lot of races, but he certainly had a very nice run here at Bovingdon in a couple of years ago now, I think it must be. But as these other cars keep going, and here they go again. Still Dean Hammerstone in 393, being chased all the way by 123 in the all-silver livery. That's David Miles Jr. Preference then again as they leave the pit lane. 484 is a retirement from the race, as is the 21 car of Sean Smith there. Certainly went about 10 foot into the air, that car. Hopefully had some shots of that one, but the leader is going round with Hammerstone. And Web Top 3 is taking it up, and that's David Miles Jr. So David Miles leads the race, but in second place the 51 car. Goodness me, what a way to make your way through the pack, and it's 51. It's absolutely barnstorming out there. That's Colin Aylward in second place. So then, David Miles Jr. from Colin Aylward in second place, then the 540 machine is up behind these. Red Westbrook. They come again to be looking at that. This is absolutely engaging stuff from these super stocks cars. One to at the halfway mark, it's David Miles Jr. in 123 in the lead. But coming up very, very strongly is Colin Aylward in car 51. And very much a strong contender. And the new building director of HCD Engineering, of course, is the man at the head of the 51 car now in that powerful silver machine. Colin Aylward, he's got a lot to prove out on the raceways at the moment, and certainly beginning to make heavy weather of catching up our race leader, David Miles Jr. It's still Miles Jr. by quite a few miles. If you find the car, 1, 2, 3 then, David Miles, the all silver car, 1, 2, 3 is your race leader. From the silver car with the orange on, that's in second place, the 51 machine of Colin Aylward. Certainly now beginning to catch up some of the back markers. I can see Lisa Carrier is there and Andy Collins about to be lapped by our race leader in that 123 car. Beautiful silver machine, just seems to go faster and faster, David Miles Jr. in that 123 car. And Colin Aylward's still got his eyes very firmly set on the it will be 5 to go next time through. It's just got 5 laps to go next time through for our race leader, David Miles Jr. at 123 in the silver car. It's just making his way through tentatively now, some of the back markers. 51 Colin Owen not able to get on terms with David Miles Jr. So it looks like David Miles will have this one unless anybody emerges from the pack into third position. Now we see the absolutely flying style of Sean Brooker into third place in the 69 car, and unfortunately John Smith begins to fall back. Also world champion now, he's right up there into fourth position in 376. It's Steve Jacko Jackson. There's just 3 laps to go. It looks like it's all cut and dried for David Miles Jr. Still no impression on him being made by Colin Aylward in the 51 car, going along quite nicely though in second place. But 69 Sean Brooker does seem to be really leading now. There's just a couple of laps to go. It's Sean Brooker who looks like he may well have to. So 69 Sean Brooker then coming through in third place. Doesn't look as though he's going to get on terms with the front 2 runners, and this one's going to be cut and dried for David Miles Jr. in 1, 2, 3. Here he comes now through the last couple of days. The checkered flag is ready. David Miles Jr. takes the win. In second place it's Colin Aylward, and in third position it's Sean Brooker in 69. My apologies, apparently a lap down then, Sean Brooker. Sean Brooker was a lap down, it was actually the world champion in third place. So there we are, it's green flags all the way, and racing. 7-11 takes it up. That's Owen Gibbs racing on behalf of the Hellraisers team. Gets his nose in front. 803 though. Has got the chasing green for the PNS recovery team, and that's Lee Hawkins, one of the very, very popular local drivers. And certainly, lots of cars going all over the place. And there's a teddy bear out there in the... Oh, it's Postman Pat in the middle of the track, and he's getting very, very sadly marauded by all of these cars. And the black flag for 828, Mr. Starter. But the rest go racing by. It's a retirement for 440, 252. The young man who's 18 today, unfortunately, couldn't make the start. And a black cross for treble 2 as well, Mr. Starter. He's just got into the Armco, so I rather suspect he may not go a lot further anyway. Oh yes, he's reversing off and coming back out. 828 is another retirement, and the rest go racing by. Pete Stevens was very resilient there as the car, he's over in he's in the Armco once again now. So not a good afternoon this one for Pete Stevens. Haribo goes into the centre green in 801. Goodness me, there's some heavy hitting going on over on the far side of the raceway, and one of the real deal teams, certainly, that was Howard Swallow. A black flag for 473, if you will, Mr. Starter. So there we are. 527 goes racing by, that's 30 is right in the thick of... And a black cross for 36 as 729 takes a real pounding here on the home straight. 473 goes out with a puncture. That's Dominic Darrington there in the 473 driving for the Hellraisers, I think, this afternoon. Oh no, Wellesley's mob. So out he goes, and there's another Hellraiser going backwards in the shape of Frosty, the number 30 car. 711 goes through. Is it 802 has taken up the lead, Lee Holland. And a black flag for treble 2 if you can, Mr. Starter. 711 then has regained the lead now. 711 from 802. Your two race leaders, Mr. Starter. 711, 802. And back into the Armco go, another couple of cars there. That was the earlier race winner in the shape of 486, who I do believe has got a puncture, so that will be a black flag as he comes round there, Mr. Starter. 486 got at least one puncture on the car. So through go the rest, and the Hellraisers are still looking strong. There's a lot of black cars still out there, but 711 has ground to a halt. So it's 802 who takes it up now for PNS recovery. 802, Lee Holland, local man, very much the local man here at Bovingdon Raceway this afternoon. And 30 now moves his way into third place. 36 is in second position. That's another Hellraisers driver, Andrew Bartram, in the 36 car. So there's two Hellraiser drivers in second and third positions. Remember, they're already leading the ongoing competition here this afternoon, so this could be very, very interesting for the Hellraisers. It's second and third positions for 36 and 30. 802, your race leader in the shape of Lee Holland for PNS recovery. The purple car, through he goes now. So it will be 4 laps to go next time through, Mr. Starter, for the 802 car, and 4 laps to go for these two Hellraisers, and a black flag for 803, if you will, Mr. Starter. So then the two Hellraisers cars are still racing in second and third positions. It's 802. He's going to get maximum points if it stays the way it is at the moment. The Hellraisers are doing their damnedest to get on top goodness me, 803 then finds his way through into the centre green, and 3 laps to go then for 802, the loony of the Lee Holland, that is, and a 104 finds his way into the outside fencing. It's 723, and a black flag for 723 if he comes through again, Mr. Starter. 258 still running, and 766 going through. 697 racing for the bitch as ever, and he gets spun. That's Richard John, gets spun for Wellesley's Bob. But it's looking good for the Hellraisers, still maintaining second and third positions on the raceway. 8:02 then comes up for the ultimate lap board. Now 1 to go for 8:02. Lee Holland, 1 to go for the number 30 car, who can get on turn still over this last lap of racing, if he possibly can. But it's number 30, Darren Frost, who's had a great afternoon's racing here this afternoon in that number 30 car. But our race winner is Lee Holland in 8:02. There he goes now, and into the centre, the safety of the centre grid. 30 is second, and car number 36 is third. So the Hertfordshire Championship for mini stocks gets into its stride with the 107 car of Billy Minahan taking up the running. Oh, cross the rumble strips there. And it's 143 who's going up, running round the outside, Daniel Rose. But Minahan still leads from Rose in second place. The 164 comes through, that's Bradley Wainwright. And Wainwright now through into second place as the very, very quick 172 car of Bryson Walker comes through into fourth position. And that's very significant. We look to see where the defending champion is. Here he is, Adam Odell in 171. He's around the midfield mark at the moment. And certainly needs to keep his car, I was just going to say keep his car around that spot for the moment, but he is beginning to get overhauled by some of the star graders. Jack Harrington now finds himself on the near side of Adam Odell, so the defending champion is being, unfortunately from his point of view, being pushed towards the back. Trends on leadership then, there's been 3:18 car of Emma Powell. Finds herself out in the lead, but she's not really in the lead at all. She's a lap down. It's 172. Bryson Walker now, who goes through into the lead, and neck and neck struggle there with the 164 car of Bradley Wainwright, and it's Wainwright actually who takes it away. Rather surprisingly, Wainwright had a tremendous lap there, and Bradley Wainwright finds himself in the lead now in the 164 car. 172 closing again though, Bryson Walker. And Billy Smith also coming up very, very strongly in that 161 car. And could it be that Billy Smith will be the man to reckon with in this Hertfordshire Championship for many stocks? He's through and into second place now, but 172 not giving up without a struggle, tucks in behind the 161 car. 124 is right there as well, and that's Oliver Skills. And all problems in between Skills and 172 as Jack Wainwright comes into it in 173. Jack Harrington, I should say, in 173 comes through very, very strongly into third place. Will he get on terms with the now front running Billy Smith? That remains to be seen, but it's Smith in the lead in this one. Bradley Wainwright in second place. Then it's Jack Harrington in third. And that's the position as we go into the halfway stage of racing. With actually it's just over halfway because we now have 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Next time through, Mr. Starter for Billy Smith in car 161, 164 in second. Although he's being challenged by Harrington as they go into the prominent turn. It's Harrington who takes up that second place. Certainly Smith and Harrington have had honours even during the course of racing this afternoon. Will Harrington be able to get on terms with Billy Smith? We'll wait to see as Billy Smith may just have his problems with 1 or 2 back markers as we go into the closing stages of the race. But for the moment at least, with clear water between himself and the second place car, it's Billy Smith in 161 who's still leading this race quite strongly at the moment. Jack Harrington doing his level best to close in on him at 173, but certainly Billy Smith, for my money, looks good. He's got the car, he's got the speed, he's got the driving ability over these last 3 laps not to get involved with the back markers, if that's certainly Jack Harrington could at this stage pose a late threat and a late challenge for him. It's Billy Smith then from Jack Harrington, 161 to 173 in third place. An excellent effort from Bradley Wainwright, who's a lower graded driver than these others, absolutely having the drive of his life from the yellow grade is Bradley Wainwright, and keeping up very, very strongly indeed. just claps the armco there as he slides sideways coming out of the pits bend. 1:33 also now begins to move up though Robert Gamble. Very, very quick car this one. But who's it going to be as they come over the last couple of laps of racing? Well, we're into the last lap of racing now, and still not enough progress coming through from Jack Harrington. So through comes Billy Smith with a checkered flag unfurled. The Hertfordshire Championship 2007 goes to Billy Smith. It's 173 Jack Harrington in second place, and just over the line in third place, yellow graded driver Bradley Wainwright in car 160. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, always excellent racing guaranteed by these youngsters without any inhibitions whatsoever in these mini stocks cars. it up then, so it's 163 now. Mark Tedgedy, who leads this one in the all black Mark 1 Cortina, and just in front of 242, Pete Blomfield. 348 is a retirement then into the centre green for the MG Magni of Bobby Davis Senior. But through goes the rest of the cars, and now this is a two-horse race. Right, on 173 takes another 360-degree spin, but it's 163 who goes wide. Blomfield through on the inside. What an overtaking manoeuvre that was. And Pete Blomfield said thank you very much with 5 laps to go. Next time through, Mr. Starter, it's Pete Blomfield who takes it up in 242 from 163 in second. Della continues on his way there in third place. And in fourth place, it's still the 137 car of Phil Chapman. So my tip for the top then in this one, the 173 car not doing too well. He's about to be lapped, if anything, now by Pete Blomfield. The 242 machine this afternoon going very, very strongly in that particular car. Pete Blomfield then 242. The car doesn't sound altogether happy. It's got a bit of a misfire in there, but it's going well enough to carry Pete Blomfield on his way in this last race of the day for the historic Stirling stock cars. 242 then leads from 163. Mark Tedgedy not quite over yet, not out of this one yet. Certainly with trouble from the back marker. It could be, and Della goes round with the 53 car involved in that one of Mervyn Lockwood as well. Della recovers, but makes himself back into contention in the race, but it's 242 from 163 still. These top 2 cars very, very strong at the moment. 137 maintains third position, but now the Brighton Basher himself, Gordon Cole, comes up in 510. Could there be a change for the third position with just a lap and a half to go? It's still the 242 machine now of Pete Blomfield, winding his way through some of the back markers, but 173 trying to be a bit of a spoil sport there and take the 242 car out. 53 also laying in wait on the outside of the raceway. Oh, Blomfield is, Blomfield is spun! Blomfield is spun by a back marker as through comes Tedgedy. Tedgedy takes the race win. 163, and who's it going to be in second place? As 137 Phil Chapman takes second place. 510 Gordon Cole is third. And what's happened to Pete Blomfield? Goodness me, he's well done. Oh dear, must be very, very disappointing for Pete Blomfield, but nevertheless, a fine race win ultimately from the... And this is going to be a humdinger of a race for the Wilson Trophies. And away go the cars. It's action all the way. As we get second for April Run emerges as the earlier leader, Nigel Reed. But straight away, 297 goes through on the inside, that's Phil Proctor. But he runs wide, he's done that a couple of times this afternoon. That's through on the inside now, excellent cars. Phil Proctor goes by 484. Who leads the race, 32 coming through very strongly in second place. Duncan Adams gets the bumper and goes very, very strongly into 279 chasing now. What happening off the front? 32 Adams leads, Proctor second, and behind these it's John Smith as Proctor spins, and the 58 catches him as well, but they get going again from that position down there at the bottom of the turn. But 32 Duncan Adams leads the race. 484 is a retirement, joins Ben Marjoram in the centre green, but it's 32 Duncan Adams who leads from John Smith in number 6. 82 now moving up in the hands of Gary Birch. Car back out on the raceway of Sean Smith, the car that went for a low flying exercise in the centre green. He's back and racing reasonably well. As through they go 82, down from 565, third and fourth, 565, goes through into third position, 1, 2, 3, has a burst of speed up the far side. Will he go in with the certainly not, and does it need to go in? as 565 takes itself out a bit wide, and through goes the second heat winner in the shape of David Miles Jr. So David Miles Jr. now in third position. The challenge is on for the lead as John Smith goes through in 116, but surely Adams will tuck in behind. We'll have another little nibble at the tail end of the car as they go through the Bovingdon turn, but Adams not quite got the speed of Smith, and Smith is away now. So it's John Smith who leads this one from Duncan Adams in second. Then it's David Miles Jr. 1, 2, 3 in third place, coming through now in fourth place, the 565 car of Daniel Smith. Daniel Smith looked very, very quick in this one, but seemed to be outwitted just for a moment by the David Miles Jr. car. And through into fifth place. Look at this. Steve Jackson, the current world champion, showing what being world champion is all about in this 25-lap final for the Hillsong Trophies here this afternoon at Bovingdon Raceway. 376 comes through very, very strongly. The world champion, Steve Jackson, who's been a world champion in 1300cc stock car. He's an excellent full-stocks driver. 376, he's now the current world champion superstocks driver, and he's lying fifth in this the final event of the afternoon. Less than half of the laps gone. It's Steve Jackson. It's just reached the halfway mark now. Oh, and 32 Duncan Adams is taken out there. A terrific move there by Dan Smith in 565 to remove the third place driver. So it's Smith now who moves up into third place. They've all got John Smith to catch up to. David Miles Jr. in second place. Smith 116 your leader. 1, 2, 3 in second. 565 is third, and now into fourth place comes the current world champion Steve Jacko Jackson. Is there enough time left in the race for him to go and turn to the front runners as he comes up very close up behind now Daniel Smith, who's in 565. Will the best go in on the bottom turn? The bottom turn, no it won't certainly, as 565 fends off into and 32 has blown up a oil flag to go out for Sestana. 32 then comes to grief, the engine blows on the pit bend, but unfortunate Duncan Adams sits there and watches the rest of the cars go past in a haze of blue smoke. But 116 John Smith not having any such bad luck as Smith comes through to pull off another lap. It's John Smith who leads this one, from in second place. The 123 car of David Miles Jr. and now in third place and coming through very, very strongly indeed. The world champion in the gold-coloured car, appropriately enough, Steve Jacko Jackson, 376. Well, he comes into third place now, but has he left it too late as we go into lap number 18 of the race? It's 116, still Smith who leads from David Miles Jr. and 376 Steve Jackson. Behind these, it's still the 565 car and 51 coming up also very, very strongly as well. It's Colin Aylward now. 69 Sean Brooker is in the picture as well, and also the 41 Messina Lisa Carey. But back at the front, it's still, it will be 5 laps to go through. Next time, Mr. Starr, 116. John Smith, the current race leader from 125. David Miles Jr. Then Steve Jackson. Certainly, the gap is narrowing, but I think with just a couple of laps to go, the 27 car of Darren Corbell could yet play a part in this. The back marking 27 machine getting and allowed Smith through, so with just a lap and a half to go, it's all going Smith's way. John Smith, that is, in the 116 car. Looking good for this one with just a lap to go now. The man from East Anglia, John Smith, 116. Very, very well connected, the Smith family. An absolute great family in terms of small over motorsport racing. But here we have John Smith in the 116 car coming through to take this checkered flag and the Hillsong Trophy. Smith is your race winner. Second place is David Miles Jr. from our current world champion in third place, the 376 car of Steve Jackson. Senior and junior. This time it's David Miles Jr. who's really been lighting up the Bovingdon Raceway and coming through for an absolutely wonderful performance there in second place. So well done, David Miles Jr. The face of John Smith right now as he takes the Wilson Trophy, the best of the silverware there, and leans it against the front of the car. A beautiful picture, a splendid result. Let's have some appreciation as the Superstocks drivers come round now for their lap of honour.
You're leaking on.
No, well done, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Okay.
Okay, Mick.
Yeah.
So it's eyes down and looking for another 15 laps of February racing from our battles here this afternoon. Remember, it's the Hellraiser team that they've all got to catch and try and disable in some way, but the Hellraisers look very, very strong to me. There's certainly a bit of pack racing there between the 30 and the 36 cars, and they're certainly allowed to do that in the four-a-side team competition here at Bovingdon. Mick Egan just rescuing the second flag there, the second green, and the rest of the cars are racing now. The 801 car of the local man from P&S Recovery, 802 car is our race leader. Here it comes now, of course the start finish line is Bellini, who has already taken a race victory here this afternoon. Looks like he might do it again. It's Lee Holland in the 802 car. Two very, very good brothers, and racing in 801 and 802, both for P&S Recovery, and they look very strong at the moment, it has to be said. 803 your race leader, 801 in second place, both for P&S Recovery. Then it's Richard John in 697, rather unusual car for Richard John, all in black. Normally quite used to seeing him with his normal red colours, but and Richard John takes a terrible pounding there as they go into the Bovingdon turn, and I don't think even the pitch will be able to put that one right. Bertie attacks one of the 8 cars, and the car gets going once again, and the 801 is back in the fray as 222 from the Welsies gets the old spin around treatment as well. Back at the front of the package here, 802 in the race. It will be a black flag for 697 as he comes round, please, Mr. Starter, with a flat tyre. And 802 is in the lead with this one, but the car not quite going as well as it might, we suspect. But he continues on his way in the lead for the moment, 7 chasing job. That's Owen Gibbs for the Hellraisers team. So Owen Gibbs, I remember as a junior Woodstock driver here, many moons ago, about 20 years ago. And there he goes in that 711 car, still bombing away and chasing our race leader in 802. 802 then, race leader from 711 in second place. Third position at the moment is the 473 car of Dominic Darrington, but he's just been overtaken by the guy re-establishing himself now in third position, 801, Stephen Holland. So Stephen Holland is still there. It's 802, 569 going headhunting by the hook of things in the centre of the raceway. A 711 jinks to the left. It will be 5 to go next time through, Mr. Starter, for a race leader 802. 711 then keeps going in second place, and in third it's a black flag for 569 if you will, Mr. Starter, as the 527 car of Purdy blows a red hose as he comes up the home straight here and gets lapped by our race leader in the 802 car. So Lee Holland then is the man to live with. Oh, and Lee Holland gets taken out. Well, that Van gets the car, goes replicate and doesn't lose a place. So Lee Holland then, the Looney in 802 is the race leader from 7-Eleven in second place. Surely though, this second place will be good enough for the Hellraisers. But I'm sure they want to finish this race day off with a win in the final if they possibly can get on terms. So it's 802 and 7-Eleven in second. And in third place now, it's the 801 car. Once again, who's reinstated himself back into third position. And it's 5 till 7 and 801 who are battling it out for third and fourth position at the moment. And it's 801 who gets the better of it, so 801 comes through in third place as the Resco Racing guy. It's just a single lap to go now for our race leader who recovered from that attack from the back marker in the 802 car. 802, just a third of the lap to go now from 7-Eleven in second place for the Hellraisers. It's 802 for PNS Recovery who's going to win this one by look of things. Although he gets taken wide, is he going to manage to... oh, it's neck and neck as they come up the home straight. Oh, PNS just remains there. And 7-Eleven smacks onto the back end of a parked car. And the car keeps going. But it's a race win for 802. 7-Eleven then in second place. 801, I suspect. Oh, 529 may have been third. Paul will confirm that very shortly. And we will go red, red, red now, Mr. Starter, please. Please, Tom. So there we are, it's the PNS boys. Look like they've made it through into second place, but... Here they come now, boys and girls. Please stay behind and give them a big cheer